EG 5-7. We turn your maze into ZAZA. We laughing at them like Hey, gang gon' pull up to your Baja. Hop out, get up on them. Nah, nigga, we don't do jabba.
You already know what it is. You're listening to The Urban Product. It's your boy DME.
It's your boy Cozy Rich.
And if y'all are peeping right now, you will notice that Amani is not here right now. She was feeling a little under the weather, but we're going to hold it down for her as best as we can. We are back, season 6, episode, I don't know, but it's episode 124. Totally, you feel me? We're going up there. If you're watching this, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to all of your homies, all of your loved ones, even your ex. I'm going to say that all season long, you feel me? Hit us up for some merch. Don't hit us up if you're trying to get on the show, because I will dub you. All right, let me just start off by saying that. Yeah, because I just have to keep reinforcing this, because I say this a lot on the show, but like, people really don't seem to like get it, so I will say it again. You know, hit me with my solo camera right there. It's PSA time.
Also, just look at our page. You can get this message from our pages.
Facts. But I will say this again as another PSA. If you were trying to get featured on the Urban Product, you have to email us. Okay, so you have to email us at urbanproductboston.com. You feel me? Another thing to know that we do not give out free interviews. You feel me? We're a business at the end of the day. So yeah, just nothing free. I feel like I don't have to go more into that. You just got to hit us up, and if you're willing to cooperate with us and work with us, then, you know, we'll move on from there. But yeah, stop hitting my line, because I'm sick of bringing guests on when we do have guests, having amazing episodes, but then just having my inbox implode because people just see that as an opportunity to come on the show, and I feel like a dick explaining everything every single time. And then when I do explain how things work over here, they just stop hitting me up, and I'm just like, word, I like that, because, you know, I'm telling you what I'm about, and if you're not fucking with it, then you dip. But I'm just like, yo, just stop hitting me up, or just read the bio or check out past episodes to see how you can get on the show. You feel me? Just don't hit me up, because then I'm starting to get annoyed. I know I should be used to this. I know all of this comes with the territory, but the dog inside of me will still slap all of you. So let's just try to avoid all of that. You feel me? Let's try to avoid all that. Let's have a good show.
You see the smile? You see the smile right here on his face?
You know?
Don't turn that turn that smile upside down. That's all I'm gonna say.
Rich is seeing my smile.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, niggas like me and Dev, I'm gonna say this. Niggas like me and Dev, very down to earth, very chill, very calm and collect. Take a lot to get on our nerves. So when you push us to that point, and one of those examples being doing something and hitting us up for something that we've clearly already described and told you how to go about, niggas have their breaking point. So when we get to that point, don't be surprised. That's all I'm gonna say.
And honestly, it's great bringing people on, because we're trying to shine light to everybody. But it's just like, oh, you know, I see something dope, I see something on the come up, and I want to get on that too. So let me hit these niggas up. And I'm like, all right, so we're cool with doing that. But like, you know, how is it reciprocated? How is the love reciprocated?
What did Noble say last week? If you're gonna come to someone for advice, for help, for content as a creative, you need to bring something in return, because you can't go to someone expecting to get love just because of your name, because of who you are. What do you have to offer? That
is a nice point to make as well. Clout means nothing to me, okay? I don't do shit for views. I don't do shit for clout. I don't do shit for anything but myself. It's like, yo, can we have a dope conversation? Do you have something actually worthy of providing? Like, why are you on the show? Like, we built this show over 3 years. Like I said, 124 episodes. We put a lot into the podcast. There's 5 people in total that work on the podcast. So we come in, week out, and we perform. And it's just like, people just expect handouts, or they just expect for us to drop down and just suck them off because of their clout. And I'm just like, yo, it's really not like that. It's really not like that. You can be the most popular person out here. Your name could be the hottest in the streets. Fam, if you try to disrespect me, it's a dub. It's as simple as that. We're all humans at the end of the day. Clout don't mean shit if you're dead. You feel me? Clout don't mean shit if you're dead. So let's just, you know, work together. Let's be grown. and let's just all excel together, because there's room for everybody out here. You feel me? There's room for everyone out here. So we'll all be fine. We'll all be fine. You feel me?
Let's work together. Let's get Boston on the map.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's the ultimate goal. We all trying to work together here. We all trying to get the Boston scene lit musically, culturally, entertainment-wise. This is what the podcast is for.
Facts.
Feel me? So respect that. We're going to respect you, and then we can do things together and progress together and get this shit popping together. That being said, let's get this shit started.
Yeah, and another thing to add, I don't think niggas know how expensive it is to do this shit. To keep it a buck. Let's just pause real quick, right? Let's take a quick analysis break real quick, right? Look at everything. Look at everything that you're seeing right now. Listen to everything that you're hearing right now. Do you think we really just walked in here and was just able to do it all for free?
Shit ain't cheap.
You think my man Joey Free did this for the low ski? Nah. You think my crisp sound just came naturally? Nah. You feel me?
This skin? You see this skincare?
Bella Beauty, you feel me? Like, you feel me? Like nothing comes free out of this shit. Nothing comes free, so you just can't expect free shit, especially when it comes from the black community. All right, that's the last piece I'll add to that. Now I'll finally move on. I didn't do a check-in with you, Rich. How you doing,
bro? What's today? Tuesday. I'm doing pretty good, bro. Keep it a buck with you. I mean, work. I had a great call today with work. Hopefully, I should be making a lot of money soon. So there's that. I mean, I thought I broke my back on Sunday because I went to the gym and I kind of fucked it up, bro. I couldn't walk yesterday. I couldn't stand. I got drunk, so I started feeling better after that. But after that, I kind of felt worse after I came down after that. But I'm okay now. But yeah, other than that, I'm just living life, enjoying it. Getting waving with my nigga, you feel me? Doing a podcast. Can't really complain. Good vibes only. It's Tuesday. It's love day.
That's a fact.
I'm in a great fucking mood. How about you, Brody?
Shit. It's been an interesting week for me, to be honest. A very interesting week. For people that don't know, we do have merch. We got the next batch working right now as we speak. So if y'all want that, hit us up for it. It's been an interesting week for me because I've just been trying to get, all the podcast business in order, you feel me, in terms of merch to interviews to promo to all of that. I'm just, I spent majority of this week getting all of that together. I also realized some shit just about myself and in terms of just women, you feel me? I know that we've come on this podcast before and we talk about gender roles and shit like that. And we talk about what we expect from our partner and what our partner should expect from us. You feel me? And over the week, I just came to a realization. No matter how I try to, remain to myself, boss up by myself, save money for myself. Nah, shit just isn't like that. You feel me? Women are always gonna need something. Not to make a blanket statement to just say all women are like this, but in terms of the dynamic that you're in or the situation that you're in, you got to give a lot of yourself for your loved ones to come up with you as well. And that was one annoying aspect that I learned over the weekend. I'm being super vague right now, but if you want me to give a specific example, I'll make it a specific example so the general public can understand what I'm trying to say with this, right? So, fellas, right? If you were dating a woman, you have to understand that you cannot move forward in the relationship and expect to not drop coin on your woman. Coin of any type, you feel me? Just of any type. Whether that's, whether that's being romantic and taking your partner out for dates or taking them out for trips or shopping or just anything like that. There's always going to be a reason that you have to drop coin on your significant other. And I also got to learn that your partner will never be able to reciprocate what you drop on them. You feel me? Does that make sense, what I'm saying right now? Unless if you get the type of partner where, your partner is the breadwinner or your partner is balling. But if you come to grips, and I don't even want to get into fucking wage gaps and how much women make compared to how much men make. But if you just look back at all that, you will never get back what you put in. At least to the same magnitude. You know, she might hook you up with a little something every now and then, but to the same magnitude, you will never get back what you put in. And that's just something that I learned. You feel me?
You won't get what you put back in fiscally and financially. That's fine. But a woman that cares about you, that you're actually putting in the time and effort, if you're both doing that for yourselves, she's going to put the time into you to help you grow and be successful and be the best you can be. By
doing what?
By helping you reach your goals, by being that rock you need, that support system you need when you're in your rough patches, in your rough moments.
So just being there
for you. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
If you try to flip it, that's not enough for you.
No, 100%. But
if you were just there for your partner, it wouldn't be enough. You would need to provide more.
Yeah,
it's the provide conversation.
I feel that. But like, I'm just saying, women will provide like comfort, nurture, love, romance, all that shit, all the little shit we don't give a fuck about. They'll provide all that. I still need my own woman to have her bag. Obviously, it don't got to be like me, but I need you to have your own bag. Mm-hmm. But as long as you're doing all that other shit as well as having your own bag and not getting in my way, I don't see it being an issue. Like, obviously, I agree with you 100%. The way men are, like, we like to be the breadwinners. We like to take care of our women. We like to be the ones that just the caretaker, really. Mm-hmm. So being in that position is just natural that we're going to spend more money since we're the caretaker. Caretakers usually spend more money.
Not only it's natural, but it's expected.
I wouldn't say it's expected.
It's expected.
I wouldn't say
it's expected.
No. I'll say this. It's weird because like gender roles is weird in the 21st century because women will say, I don't have to cook, clean, and this, but I expect a man to do the A, B, and C. Mm-hmm. It's weird. So I don't agree with that because I know there are some women that are like, yo, I don't want a guy to do anything for me except just be nice or just be respectful, like treat me like a queen. You know what I mean? And when it comes to like treat me like a queen, it's not like spend money on me or buy me all that shit. Just treat me like the only girl that you give a fuck about in your life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if you can do that, then I don't see it being an issue. But those kinds of girls are a dime in the dozen, to be very honest with you. Mm-hmm. But to go back to your main point, yes, I don't believe a woman could. I don't think you're ever going to get your return back fiscally, but they do give you your return back in other ways.
Mm-hmm. And the only reason I bring this up, I don't want people to listen to this and just be like, oh, yo, Dev, like, yo, what's good with you? You don't give a fuck about your shorty or anything like that? Or like, oh, are you too broke to blah, 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 blah? Yo, it's none of that. It's none of that at all because all of this we're cool with because, hey, if you want me to be completely honest, this is how you play the game. And and that's like kind of a fucked up way to say it, like you're playing the game when you're talking about like relationships or love like that. But in a way, yo, it's how the game works. It's just how things are supposed to work. Like you said, gender roles, men are naturally the breadwinners and shit like that. I was watching, and we'll talk more about this later, but I was watching the Respectfully Justin show, which is a new show with Justin Combs and Justin LeBoy, and they bring different people on to talk about shit. And I got to the Sweetie episode, and like I said, we'll talk more about that later. But one thing that Sweetie said in that interview was, because I think Justin asked, will you ever buy your man like
will
gifts
you spoil
too?
Your man?
Yeah, would you spoil your man as much as he spoils you? And her response to that question was, why are boyfriends always complaining and wanting to be treated like girlfriends? And when I heard that, when I heard that, I was like, there's a certain truth to that line because, yo, that's really what it's like in today's world. You feel me? It's like, why do boyfriends want to be treated like girlfriends so much? So that is pretty much her acknowledging that that like men in relationships or dudes in relationships aren't given that same type of like love. You feel me? Like when people say what you can provide for a partner in a relationship, and when, you know, I just hear women say, oh, I'll be there, you know, to love him, to comfort him, to blah, 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 blah. All that is great. But I'm just saying, like, if a dude was to come up and say he would do all of that as well, just that isn't enough. So when it comes to a point where like, yo, why does it have to be enough for y'all? Now all of a sudden I'm in the wrong. But then, you know, it's just something that you have to understand that, yo, that's just how shit is, unfortunately. That's just how shit is. And like, you know, I don't know. Am I making sense when I say all of this?
Nah, you just don't like double standards. That's really all you're saying.
Yeah.
That's really, and I agree with you 100%. Because I'm the same freaking way. Every girl I talk to, I let them know straight up from the jump the shit I'm not going to tolerate and the shit I will tolerate. And I would expect you to be the same exact way. Like, if I'm telling you not to do something, I'm not going to go do that shit myself because that's just being a fucking hypocrite. And that's something I hate personally the most. So I can never do that to someone else.
Yeah, now I understand when it gets to a point where, like, you know, maybe you're dealing with somebody who doesn't see any of it as an issue. Because, like, for example, I get, you know, if you're out here making 6-7 figures, maybe doing all that doesn't really matter because it's just pocket change to you at the end of the day. Like, I understand that, but like the amount of money isn't the problem. It's just like dropping the money, spending the money, the amount of the money, that is not the issue for me. You feel me? That's not the issue. It's just the expectation of it is the issue for me. And just like when, like, the one day when I want to just step back, cool it, and maybe just do nothing, the expectation is still there. And it's just like you can have an expectation for one person, but when it's asked for the opposite side, you looked at crazy. You feel me? So that's just like one of the things I had to come to terms with. You feel me? That's just one of the things.
Like, and it's weird though, because like when Sweetie did say that shit, like men want to be treated like girlfriends, it brought me back to a moment where I asked a girl, like, I was actually fucking with, like, yo, when you gonna do something for me? And it like, she said the same shit. She's like, yo, you want me to treat you like you're a girlfriend? I was like, wait, what?
No, I just want to be loved.
I just want to be respected and
want to be
like,
loved.
what? I want you to take the initiative for once to show that you actually fuck with me and care about me. And I didn't realize that's me wanting to be a girlfriend. After she said some shit like that, I just stopped fucking with shorty because that's some bird activity right there. But like, when she said that, I was just like, damn. Niggas can't want to be treated like kings anymore is really what it is. Like, if I want to be treated like, if I'm treating you like a queen, why can't I want to be treated like the king I am?
Nah, that's a fact.
That's how I see it. Because every queen needs her king and every king needs his queen. So if we treat each other the same way, I don't see anything but growth between us. You know what I mean? But progress, but growth, but excellence. So my thing is like, yo, women, if you afraid to treat your man like a girlfriend or spoil your mans or anything, I understand if he ain't shit. But if your man's doing everything he's got to do, taking care of bills, taking care of you, taking you out, buying you flowers, making sure you're happy, not talking down on you, not cheating on you, not doing anything to make you look bad, why aren't you spoiling this man back?
Nah, that's a fact.
Think about it. Nah, that's a genuine question I want women to ask themselves. Why aren't you spoiling this man back? Because he can find you in another woman.
Nah, that's facts.
Will you find him in another man? That's the real question.
Damn. See, and I wish Amani was here for this conversation.
She wouldn't agree with that comment.
Yeah, nah, she wouldn't agree with that like, comment. There's questions that I want to ask too, because I feel like it just isn't right for me to have like certain conversations without a woman present in the room. But and I was trying to call her, but obviously she's busy, so you know that's what it is. But another question I was gonna ask, like, yo, bro, and women are gonna tear me apart for this, bro. What do you think? How do you feel, right, when women present pussy as a gift? For Thanksgiving. I mean, not for Thanksgiving. Bro, for Valentine's Day. Gonna be like a for rant. Your birthday. For Christmas.
Do you know how many times, bro?
For Easter. For the family cookouts. Just in general. How do you feel about when women just present pussy as gifts? It's
weird because it's the way they do it as well. Like they make it seem like it's really like something you've never had before. Not like you didn't have it just last night. Like, yo, it's your birthday? Oh my God, yo, the lingerie I'm going to wear for you. Oh my gosh. The things I'm going to do for you. I'm going to suck the shit out your dick. And when don't you? How is this a gift? What are you doing for me that I have not felt or seen before? You in the lingerie, that's good for 30 seconds. You out of it anyway. The sex, good for the 20, 30 minutes we doing it. Then what? Then what can you offer me? So when women hit me, like, I don't fuck with girls like that anymore, but like when I used to fuck with girls like that and they would say that, I would just tell them never mind. Simply because sex isn't a gift. If we're doing that on the regular, it's not a gift to me. A gift to me is something you don't normally do in your free time, we don't normally do in our free time, something you're not even thinking about normally. It's you stepping out of your comfort zone to make me happy. That is what I consider a gift. So you taking me out, you making something for me, you doing something for me, I can accept any of those possibilities. But you telling me that, yo, Christmas is coming up. I got a crazy gift for you. I'm the gift.
You know, when they say I'm the gift, I'll be like, you're the fucking headache. What are you talking
like
about?
What? Like what?
You're the headache.
And then you're gonna expect me to want to get you something? Like, no, it don't work like that. So I simply don't respect women that say that simply because I know they don't want to make an effort to actually do something that I will care about. And you think I will be happy just settling for pussy? Word, I'll take the pussy, but I'm gonna still be upset you didn't do anything after, and I'm gonna tell you about it.
Facts. Shit. And then y'all wonder why y'all get cheated on. But that's a deeper conversation. But that is a deeper conversation.
No
You feel
comment.
me? Hey, I'm here. I'm here today.
No comment.
I'm here today. You feel me? Yeah, just like with all those things. And
I'll
I'll just say, like, dudes, and I know, like, we're spending some time on this topic. And, I know, in my opinion, I feel like sex shouldn't be the only thing that you offer. And it's not. I'm not going to just be out here saying that, oh, the women that I've dealt with, that's all that they've had to offer. Like, that's all that they've said that they've had to offer. No, it's not true at all. You know, they provided everything that every loving relationship provide as well. But I'm just saying, when you're just fucking matching statistics, you feel me? And it's just like, what do you bring to the table? Blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, shorty, what do you bring to the table? And no, hey, I'm gonna get killed again for saying this, but when I hear that, like, oh, I can give you a child, I'm just like, okay. Also, you know, women in general can give me children, yes, but two, I'm not thinking about children right now. You feel me? I'm not thinking about kids until way into the future. So how are you asking me what I can provide for you now when what you can provide for me, I'm not thinking about for at least another 5 to 10 years? You feel me? Does that make sense?
I'll say this.
When I'm saying all this right now, and don't think, hey, for all the fuckers listening right now, my relationship is fine. I don't want anyone listening right here to think I'm talking about this personally. This is just things that I observe with everyone. You feel me? This isn't just about my relationship. This is with everyone. And I feel like a lot of times men don't really speak up on anything. We just, we're just quiet and we just do what we got to do and move on. But I feel like talks like these are necessary to have too. You feel me? And I don't see it as men being wanted to treat like girlfriends. I just want to be like, damn. Like, give a fuck about me too.
Yes, treat me like you care about me.
Like,
treat
it's
me
not
like
all
I'm a
about
prize.
sex at the end of the day. It's really not. It's really
I mean,
not.
men are simple creatures in the end, and I think women know that. They want to overcomplicate things sometimes, but even the smallest of gifts, just you doing something for me, like you making me a card from scratch. You feel me? Like, with your hands. It's not even like stickers, nothing crazy. Just you give me a card from scratch. I'd be the most grateful nigga in the world. Why? How often does that happen? The words in that card, I would never expect you to do some shit like that. So, real shit. Yo, I would have never expected you to do some shit like that.
I would never expect you to write words on a card.
Nah, I wouldn't expect that. Like, yo, I'm very low maintenance. I don't need much.
But do you think the low maintenance is why? Like, some people feel like they don't got to do much?
No, I genuinely do believe that because men, we naturally don't ask for anything from, like, me personally.
Is that the problem, that we don't ask for anything?
I think, I do think that is a problem. And we've been conditioned that way to not really, like, I don't need my girl to, I don't ask her for anything.
Because you have the provider mentality.
Exactly.
Where you're just like, yo, don't worry. I'm going to take care of everything. I'm like, okay, you'll take care of everything. But then, what will she do?
I understand that. She's going to take care of what I need her to take care of as well as her shit as well. Like, I can take care of my shit. I can't take care of your shit, but I can take care of my shit and our shit together. You just need to be able to handle your shit, because if your shit starts fucking up our shit, then there's going to be problems. You feel me? So I genuinely do believe that women or men, simply because we don't ask for much, and we need to start getting out that habit, because we need to start expecting more of these women. Because after listening to that fucking interview, we clearly don't expect much of these women, and they're okay with that. So once we start, demanding that, or we up our standards, and we only fuck with women that treat us a certain way, then it's gonna become a norm. But there's too many niggas out here that's okay with settling for nothing. You know what I mean? Settling for ass and titties in a good looking woman that has nothing to offer.
Yeah, I'll even give you like another example to take it out of just relationships in general. Like my mother, she's married now. You feel me? But when she was single, and it was just me and her when she was single, in a way, I felt like she expected me to perform financial responsibilities a husband would perform. You feel me? And I'm her only child. You feel me? So it was just me and her for a very long time. But when I got to a certain age, when I started making a certain amount of money, I feel like the things that she expected me to do for her were things that you would expect of a husband. And I was just like, well, first of all, like, I'm gonna help you out because you're my mom, but like, this is a mother-son relationship. You can't like just expect things out of me that you would expect your husband to take, like, because I'm not your husband. So if I say no to certain shit, you can't really get mad at me for that shit. You feel me? So it's like, those are the things I'm talking about. Like, it doesn't even have to be relationship. It can still be family, friends, just this men and women dynamic in general. You feel me? Just sometimes feels a little off to me.
My thing is, women have been fighting for a long time to be equal. Then when we treat you like you're equal, you want to act like you're not equal. That's my conundrum with women. Like, especially like some of the conversations I have, like, all right, word. You don't want gender roles, right? You don't want to have to cook, clean, and this, right?
Damn.
You don't want to have to do that? Okay.
We're getting into this.
I don't want to have to take care of your ass. I don't want to have to be the breadwinner. I don't want to have to make sure that you have a house over your head, that you are financially provided for, that all the bills are paid. I don't want to do any of that.
They pick and choose when they want
That's
equality.
my point. That is my point.
They pick and choose.
Not
all, but some pick and choose when they want equality.
Honestly, bro, I'm going to say all women pick and choose when they want equality, because there are certain subjects, and like, there's a certain subject for every woman, in my opinion, where they're going to pick and choose where they want to be equal and where they're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's a guy's job.
Your wife is never taking out the trash.
That's a guy's job.
She's never shoveling.
I was fucking with a girl. I was fucking with a girl last year in the winter, right? I would shovel off her car for her when she would sleep over, and then like,
that's
whatever.
Nice of you.
You feel me?
That's nice.
You feel
of
me?
you.
I only did that though because she said, like, growing up, that's what her family did for her and whatnot. So she's just used to that. But I thought about it. I was like, wait. You expect this, right? You expect this, right? So what if I don't do it? I'm gonna be really upset at you. I'm gonna be pissed off. You're gonna be pissed off because I didn't shovel off your car so you could leave in the morning. Has nothing to do with me. She was like, yeah. I was like, all right, word. I stopped doing it after that moment. I was like, just because you expect me to do it because you think I need to do it? No, I was doing it because I want to do it. You should be grateful that I was doing it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it.
Facts.
And anytime you tell me I have to do something I know for a fact I don't have to do, I'm going to stop doing it.
Oh, that's a fact. Facts. If I want breakfast in the morning, I'm wildin'. If I want breakfast prepared for me the next day, I'm wildin', right? But hey, it's just one of those like double standards. And like, you know, damn, Amani, why you gotta be gone? Because it's crazy she's not here to add her input to that shit too. But it's like crazy because as men, we have to take the step back because we have to acknowledge everything that women have to go through years in and years out. Yes. So that's why we just shut up. Because we're like, yo, we get it. We get what women have to go through. It sucks. So sometimes we just shut up and we just take it. But then there's just this area of comfortability that they get to where it's just like, well, we know dudes ain't going to say shit. We know they're going to do that because they know their role. So let's just, you know, try to milk out as much as we can with this.
It's weird.
It's annoying to me. I stay quiet because I know the reality of the situation. But at times, it does get annoying to me. You feel me? I'm just like, damn, the shit that you're wilding about right now would look so crazy if it was me wilding about this right now.
Bro,
you feel me? It would look so crazy if it was me
That's
wilding.
my thing. Like, I just like to reverse roles. I like to say to women sometimes when they're wilding, how would you feel if I was doing what you're doing right now?
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be doing this right now. I'm just like, okay.
That's all I gotta say is just reverse the situation. How would you feel I was doing what the fuck you were doing right now? How would you feel if I told you what you just told me right now? Always reverse the situation. Once you do, oh, I see what you're saying. I understand. Okay. We'll see.
I can have so many conversations about this. Let's just get straight into the Sweetie talk since we brought it in.
Real quick, before that.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Justin LeBoy famous for?
Okay.
Because I went on IG, bro, like to check his page out. It's all screenshots of tweets.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I what is he? Does he make music?
No, he's just a social media influencer. So.
Oh, so he's like academics.
Sure. No, not sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
sure.
okay. No, I
he's just
another.
He's just another internet personality. He's another social media guy. So
Oh, okay.
like, what he was known for is because he'll post memes or tweets that are just very relatable and toxic. Like
Toxic.
no, he's a toxic ass. His shit be mad toxic, and that's why everyone fucks with it, just because it's all relatable. It's all funny most of the time, and a lot of people feel like he talks from the point of view of women. So he's a dude talking to dudes, but from the point of view of women. Okay. So that's why women gravitate to a lot of what he's saying. You feel me? We gravitate to him because like he'd be saying some funny shit sometimes. You feel me?
I remember watching the Chris Brown episode and just rolling.
Yeah, because like a lot of it will be shit we think about. It's just like shit that we don't say. You feel me? But he'll say it. So yeah, Justin LeBoy, for people that don't know, is this social media internet personality. He inked this deal with Revolt to give him this TV show called Respectfully Justin. He does that show with Justin Combs. The second episode that they did featured Sweetie. For people that don't know, if I have to say this, Justin Combs and Sweetie apparently dated back in the day. So, it was like having an ex on for the show and all that shit. And they were talking about relationship situations and all that.
Messy.
Yeah, they were talking about some messy situation, like topics like that. And then after that episode aired, maybe 2 days after, maybe it was the same day, but it was like either a day or 2 days after, Sweetie went on Twitter to announce that she was single. So a lot of heat fell back on this interview because fans speculated that the interview was the reason for the breakup. You feel me? Y'all can go on Twitter to catch what Sweetie and Quavo said to each other. But Quavo and Sweetie are indeed broken up. And today there was footage that released apparently of an altercation between the two of them in an elevator where there was a lot of pushing, a lot of grabbing, obviously no audio. But it seems like whatever situation they were in when they broke up was indeed a very unsafe and toxic one. So now we open the floor up to have the conversation over here, because just seeing how people are responding to this entire situation, and we remembered what happened with Jay-Z and Solange in the elevator, and just situations like this now. The fact that a lot of people were in Sweetie's corner, a lot of people were in Quavo's corner when the announcement first broke out, but then now with footage of this new altercation, people are a little iffy on what side to be on right now. And when it comes to assault, you always want to be on the side of the victim, because of course for obvious reasons. But for this, it looks a little different, just because in the actual video, it does look like, I'm not sure what happened, but it does look like Sweetie punched Quavo or put hands on Quavo first. And I can also say Quavo did not throw anything back. You feel me? It's another thing. It's another thing expected of us from men. When women are wilding out, we keep our hands to ourselves, no matter how bad the situation gets. You feel me? So that's what happened, and now here we are to talk about it, just the entire situation.
I will say though, like in the video, the most that Quavo did do to be completely objective is like grab her into the elevator.
Yeah.
So like I don't consider that like hitting her or anything. He just grabbed her into the elevator, and I think he was reaching for his suitcase.
Yeah, like
so it wasn't even like he was. Yeah, I don't even think
he
he grabbed her. He grabbed the suitcase. He just managed to come with the suitcase. But what you just said stands out to me. The fact that she swung on him first, and I still see people coming for him. And this is the thing I need women to understand, because not every guy is going to be like me or Devin. Or Quavo. I'm not putting my hands on you under any No reason. Like I'm not. You could swing on me all that. I'm gonna pick you up and put you out the room, lock the door. I'm gonna pick you up and put you somewhere, but I'm not gonna hit you. I'm gonna get you away from me, but I'm not gonna hit you.
You get 3 on me. I won't swing back, but the max you'll get is 3 on.
Oh
me.
yeah, no, yeah. Like I ain't gonna let you just. I'm gonna hold you. Like yo, you're leaving, cause I'm not gonna let you just beat me up.
Oh yeah, fact.
That's never happening. But I'm not gonna hit you. But you need to understand, and what she needs to understand is, yes, you're a woman. Yes, you're not as strong as me. You're not as powerful or as big as me. Yes, you need to understand that. That does not give you the right to put your hands on me under any circumstances. Because if I were to put my hands on you, you wouldn't like it. So why should Devin be okay with you? Even if you were like 4'10", 4'11", fist the size of a fucking pebble. I don't want to be touched by anyone, especially in a negative way. So why are you doing it to someone and expecting them not to defend themselves and expecting them not to do anything to make sure they're okay? I genuinely hate this like culture we have where women are allowed to do shit to men that if the roles were reversed, it would be a fucking massacre. This nigga would have been jumped up for doing some shit like that. So I like shit like this genuinely gets me pissed simply because I've seen shit like that happen. Like from the reverse situations where a guy is just like trying his hardest to not deal with the situation, to like not engage with her. She won't get off his back. She won't leave him alone. And then he snaps. And I'm like, he's in the wrong, yes, but I can't.
It's never looked at. It's
the
never
way it
looked
should
at
be.
what led up to the moment.
Exactly.
It's just, we just look at it when the moment happens.
Exactly.
You feel me?
And I just don't think that's fair to men in society. And we're giving women an easy pass. That's all it is. It's another thing that goes with double standards to me. If you don't want it done to you, don't do it to me. So when we bring this all back to the sweetie thing, I wanna bring in the interview as well, right?
Yeah.
She says she don't need to do much for the nigga, right? She expects to be spoiled. She expects A, B, and C. And meanwhile, she doesn't do anything for him clearly except give him pussy. She won't buy him gifts, but yet you're gonna swing on me when you're not happy, and you expect me to wanna take care of you, love you, be with you, all that shit. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised the relationship didn't work out just based off the optics of everything from the outside looking in. And
we don't know everything.
Yeah,
let's just be the ones.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
We don't know everything.
Yeah, we don't know everything. But I also want to say this as well. We take too much stock in pride and care too much straight up about celebrity relationships.
True.
Way too much. Way too much. Because people were calling them the perfect couple, not knowing anything going on in the relationship. Then we find this all out 2 weeks after she announces she's single. And we finally get a glimpse of what was actually going on in the relationship. And the whole time, they ain't goals. They're nightmares. They're relationship nightmares. Feel me? So I just can't. Women, don't put your hands on a man under any circumstance. Because that man is not like me and Devin, like I said. There are different kinds of men out there who are raised differently. I know some men who have openly said, if a girl hits me, puts her hands on me, I'm hitting her back. Do I agree with that? No. But I can understand it simply because why am I going to let you hit me? I understand it. I don't agree with it. So that's just where I stand on this position. And I could go for days. on that. But yeah, where do you stand?
All of this is really touchy because as a man, you know exactly what side you're supposed to be on for all of this. Like we were all born and raised up, you know, the right way. Still defend women out here every single day. You feel me? It's just with things like this, right? It's just like what he was saying. If I was trying everything in my power to make sure this goes as smoothly as possible, and you are doing everything in your power to make sure this doesn't go as smoothly as possible, and shit escalates to a certain spot, they're just like, yo, what do you want? What do you want me to do? Like, he has to defend himself at some point. You feel me?
Especially if he's trying to leave the situation.
Yeah, because it did look like he was trying to leave the situation, but you know, shit escalated. And let me just speak to the fact of infidelity. Sweetie said that she left because there's no love and intimacy if it's being given to another woman. So insinuating that Quavo indeed cheated. I get it. That's all of a reason to leave. That's a perfect reason to leave. I get
best
it.
Reason
You
to
feel
leave.
me? Yeah, if that's what happened, like, fuck him for cheating and you did what you had to do and you left. You feel me? The fact that it's just now grown into this thing with just everyday people, you know, that's my issue with it. I remember last week when all this shit went down, we came in here and we recorded our episode. I did everything in my power to make sure we didn't cover that because, like Rich said, I am tired of us taking stock in celebrities' lives. You feel me? Like, they're everyday people as well. It's just crazy when everyday situations happen to celebrities. People forget that they're everyday people also. They just have, you know, they're just into some shit that puts them at a elevated spot right now, but they're still everyday people. So, you know, this whole situation sucks. I wish the best for Sweetie. I heard there's a rumor out there. I'm not sure if it's true, but apparently Migos, all three of them, fucking jumped Justin LeBoy. I don't know if that's true or not,
what?
but there's a rumor. There's a rumor that the Migos,
I believe it,
jumped Justin LeBoy because of the interview.
Bro, they was ready to go at Joe Budden at the Grammys, so I believe it.
I'm hip.
I believe
There's
it.
no video of it, but just know if that did indeed happen.
When's the new episode come out? What
For
day?
what?
The Justin LeBoy.
I don't know. It might
that a
be
weekly show?
Yeah, it's a weekly show,
So
but
we
I
need to
don't know
see
what
his
day.
face. Just see his face. Just see his face.
No, I think they're like filmed, like they're pre-recorded and shit like that. But I don't know. And makeup is a thing, but
Bro,
I don't know.
You can see if someone got fucked up, bro. No, don't matter how much makeup they got. You can see bruises.
But how do you think about that? Was Justin messy for one, asking those questions, and two, was he messy for putting Sweetie in the same room of her ex? Bro, as a man, you feel me? Like, if I was Quavo, I would feel a way if we're going through some rough patches and you decide to hop on a show with your ex and talk about relationships and sex.
Well, they were already
and all that
broken
shit.
up.
We don't know that.
Actually, when was that recorded?
She announced it after it aired. She announced it after it aired.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I think it aired in the morning.
Oh shit! Hold on.
The interview aired in the morning, and then at night she said, "Yeah, I'm single."
Hold on.
Yeah.
She went on a show.
They might have
with
been
her
single.
ex.
They might have been. She might have been single by then.
I understand.
We don't know, but it wasn't
the optics.
public
I'm just saying the optics
information.
of the situation. Just describing the optics of the situation.
Yep,
right?
yep.
So she went on a show with Justin LeBoy and Justin Combs, who was her ex before Quavo. The nigga she was fucking on the reg with before Quavo. She went on that show to talk about being in a relationship, and she's had that conversation with her ex and Justin LeBoy. Mm-hmm. What was the question?
What were the questions asked?
No. What was your question?
How would you feel if you're Quavo and you're sure and like
honestly,
and like
that's
I
my
said,
shorty. I'm honestly believing that's not my shorty because for one, if you're first of all hanging out with your ex,
well, like I said, we don't even know if she was single at that point.
I'm
you
hip,
feel
but
me?
like,
even if we were still in a relationship, clearly we were going through some turmoil at that time. You feel me? So how would you feel being going through turmoil in your relationship, and then she goes ahead and does that?
My thing is like
and then
when I'm
says,
in a relationship,
like, yo, if you want a threesome, pick a dude.
My thing is, if I'm in a relationship, bro, whatever we're going through,
facts.
I'm not telling.
Facts, Jake.
I'm not telling anyone. I don't even tell my roommates what I'm going through simply because it's not their information, it's not their business. And me and you, like, we care about each other heavily. Mm-hmm. So even the smallest things is gonna piss me off, especially if like I fucking love you or whatever. So whatever you have done to piss me off, if I tell other people, they may not forgive you. Me, I will forgive you. So I don't need people knowing your business or our business because that's just gonna lead to lingering problems. Mm-hmm. Why are you fucking with this girl when she did this to you in the past? Now she's doing this. They just don't need to know certain things about your relationship, and I think their problems are one of them. So if you're out here voicing out problems to the public and everyone in their fucking mama, you're not my girl. You're for the streets. That's that. Mm-hmm. But I will say this. I think they were broken up beforehand because
I don't think Sweetie would do that if she's still in a relationship.
She doesn't seem like the type to do that if she's in a relationship. I fully I respect women that are like out there when they're single, but when they're in a relationship, they're in a relationship. I respect women that are able to do that because it takes talent. It takes talent.
Takes talent to not go fucking around. To keep it at home?
Yeah.
That's a talent?
Nah. It takes talent from having NBA players in your inbox to settling down with a young regular dude. It takes talent.
See, and that's that double standard shit I'm talking about, bro. Because
you're telling me
if I was tell a shorty, yo, that's a talent.
Nigga, you're telling me I would not be talented if I had Rihanna in my inbox.
Yeah.
If I had fucking Beyonce, Kylie Jenner, bitches like that, women like that in my inbox.
Yeah.
And then I settle down with a regular girl with a 9-to-5. You ain't gonna tell me I'm not talented.
No, not at all.
That is talent. Oh, that is
not
talent.
at all.
Oh.
You just decided to fuck with somebody who wasn't on that level. That's all. Because at the end of the day, they're all regular people. Yo, Kylie, before the surgery, was busted like a regular person. Rihanna, big ass forehead back in the day, like a regular person. Beyonce. Hey, that's B. You feel me? That's B. That's B. You feel me? But like,
I'm picking you over Beyonce.
Like everybody else, before they got to that certain spot, they were just regular people. You feel me? So like, if you went from dating all of these A-list celebrities to now dating regular degular, I'm not gonna look at you like you're special. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you're not special. Still people.
You can
turn a regular degular into an A-list.
No, I understand. You're not special, but I'm just saying, like, what you're used to, you're not going to get with this regular dude. So if you settle with this regular dude,
and we're saying Quavo is a regular dude, right? Just saying.
No, I'm just saying in general. No.
Yeah, so sweetie. Oh, just in general. Okay,
just in general. Now, but like if you're moving down like that, like I got to think you're a genuinely good person if you're able to stay faithful, because you cheating, I would see that. I would expect it, honestly. I would expect you to cheat up if you're used to a certain level. But yeah, back to Sweetie.
Up.
Yeah, back to Sweetie.
I hate that's the thing too.
She for the streets.
Why is that a thing?
Cheat up?
Yeah. If you're gonna cheat on me, just make sure they
I've
look
never
better than me.
no. If you're gonna cheat on me, break up with me. There's that. I don't.
Yo, if you're thinking about cheating on me, break up with me. What the fuck? Nah, don't cheat on me and then break up with me. If you're thinking about cheating on me, break up with me. You feel me? Cause shit, hey, it's like I've seen the conversations too. It's just like, yo, you never know what your partner could be down for. It's just you got to give them the option. Like I heard somebody say, I forgot where I heard this from, but I remember hearing talks of like, oh, you don't know how women may respond to be cheated on. You just got to give them the option. So like, if you want to go ahead and cheat, cheat, but just give them the option to, do what they want as well. You feel me?
So have an open relationship.
I guess in a certain way, it's just like, oh, give her the option to leave if she wants to leave, or give him the option to cheat if she wants to cheat as well, just blah blah blah. And then like obviously Darnell's like, well, why would I want to do that?
my point is like, if we're both cheating, that's an open relationship.
Y'all are single at that point. Yeah, y'all are both cheating. Like,
you guys are friends with benefits. Straight up, friends with benefits. She for the streets, he for the streets. God damn, could you do an open relationship?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think I could either.
It wouldn't be a relationship.
Imagine me.
See, that's the thing. It's like, that's the thing. Like, you will like cheating back and forth. Y'all are just in an open relationship. I would say I was single. Somebody else would say they're in a relationship, but it's all the same thing. You feel me? So like, the fact that you said that and I said that leads me to my next question, bro. Right? You're in the talking stages, right? You're in the talking stages. Hey, what signifies y'all actually being in a relationship?
Me asking you out. If the question has not been asked, will you be my girlfriend? Don't you ever in your fucking life, call yourself my girlfriend.
Hey.
You're not my girlfriend until the question is asked, will you be my girlfriend?
See, nah, we can't do that.
Straight like that.
We can't do that.
Up until then,
we can't do that.
Up until then, whatever we was before then, we that. You feel me?
See?
So we was talking.
See, I might get into some serious trouble for this talk, but I'm ready. I'm here to pod today.
Oh, yeah. Let me
Right?
hear it.
So, in my relationships in the past, I've went ahead and had lengthy relationships without ever once mentioning or asking for the person to be my girlfriend.
Situationships.
No, but we were in a relationship.
How? How do you know?
Because I call her my girlfriend.
So
obviously.
she's your girlfriend then?
Yeah, facts. But like I'm saying, all that happened. I would call her my shorty, my girlfriend, and all that. But I never once asked her out. I'm saying, like you saying, oh, if I never asked you to be my girlfriend, then we're never girlfriend. That gets messy. And I understand why a lot of women can fall into situationships when it gets to that point. Because even though I agree, if you never asked, if y'all never stated what y'all were, then y'all are not that. That makes complete sense to me. But yeah, you got to draw a line, you feel me, at some point to let shorty know what it is.
No, I feel you.
You feel me? Because she could be out there thinking that's her man's, when in reality it's just not her man's. You feel me? And it sucks when it gets to a situation like that. But like for you said that's how you would signify the relationship if you actually ask.
Yes.
Okay.
Like me, I'm not gonna. If I want to go out with a girl, I'm going to go out with a girl. I'm not gonna just string her along. If I'm stringing you along, that means you're just nice to fuck, whatever. Like nothing special. I'm not gonna really do anything. Like I say this all the time on the podcast.
This man just lost half of his contacts.
Anyways, I'll say this. Like, yo, I say this all the time on the podcast. If I want you and I like you, I'm going to let you know. Like, I have no problem being vulnerable, being upfront, being straight up, and telling my feelings to you. If you with the shit, let's get it. Let's make it happen. If not, fuck it. I'm gonna move on to the next one because that's the way life moves. That's the way life works. But I'm comfortable that way because it doesn't happen often. Mm-hmm. So when I am ready to settle down with a woman, I know that that's my woman, and I will do everything I have to do to make sure that's my girl. And the reason why I said, like, if I don't ask you is, like I said, I know when I know. Like, when you know that's your girl, you know. And me, like, that just doesn't happen often. Like, there are plenty of times where I think, like, yo, she's cute as shit. Let me just start talking to her and see if I can, like, develop feelings for her naturally. Mm-hmm. Just because she look good. Nah, it don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I could talk to a girl for, like, 2-3 months trying to do something like that. Nah, not going to work.
So how much time would you need before settling down?
So it's weird because, like, I hear people nowadays talk like, yo, I got into a relationship after, like, a month, after, like, 2 months. I'm old school. I'm sorry. Like, it takes like 4 or 5 months of me talking to you only before I even want to go into a relationship with you. Like, 3 months is when I'll start thinking about dating you.
And say why.
Why? Because, for one, in a month, all right, in 3 weeks to a month, there's no way I personally know enough about you as a person, the way you operate, your personality, your mannerisms, the way you talk. There's just not enough for me to know about you for me to want to date you. Like, for me to date you at this point in my life, like, I want you to be my long-term partner. I want you to be my potential wife. So I need to know if we're compatible first and foremost. And I can't know that after 1 month. Mm-hmm. There's only so much we could have talked about. There's only so much we could have experienced. I have never been through a bad time with you yet, like, or a weird time.
I get
so
that.
There's certain situations that I want to see how we both react to as we're dealing with each other before I commit to you fully. And I feel like you don't get into a relationship and then start learning about your boyfriend or girlfriend. Mm-hmm. You do that as in the talking stage. And you don't do that as you're fucking other people. You do that when you're legitimately committed to one and another, just talking to each other during that stage. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say what I say, because I believe the things I believe. I know, like, it takes a lot for me to fuck with one girl. So when I do fuck with one girl, I'm going to ask her out because I don't want her to have any doubt in her mind how I feel about her and what I want her doing. And I want her being fully committed to me, and I want to be fully committed to her. So that's why I would ask her out. If I ain't asking you out, slow. We're not anything. We won't be anything. It is what it is. Good luck. Mm-hmm. May the odds be in your favor, but most likely won't.
Yeah, see, in my situations in the past, it was always like I always needed more time. You feel me? Some relationships that I got into, when I did get into them, I got into them because, like, Shorty was the one that was really pushing for it. You feel me? And not to say I wasn't ready when I got into it, because I never get into anything if I'm not ready to get into it. You feel me? But it's like I got to a certain point where I was thinking, I was like, damn, you feel me? She wants to get into a relationship now. I don't know if I'm really ready to get into it now, but if I don't get into it now, will I ever get into it? Like, how long will I keep shorty waiting for? You feel me? That's what I was thinking of back in the day. Now I got into a point where it's just like, no, like, fam, if you're not ready, do not get into that shit. You feel me? No matter how long it takes. If you were not ready, do not get into that situation or that relationship, fam, because it's going to come with a bunch of problems and you're going to regret making that choice. But once you already made it, you're committed to it. You feel me? Unless if, you quit easily, then it is what it is at that point. But in my opinion, right? And I feel like it's not to make it a blanket statement again, and not to do like gender shit, but like it's this thing with some men and some women where I feel like men will always need more time than women will need. If you ask, in my opinion, if you ask some women why do they think men need so much time in the talking phase, I feel like they'll just come up with really shallow answers like, he's talking to other girls, he wants to keep fucking other people, blah blah blah, and all that might be true. But I think you got to look at it a little deeper than that too. Like, let me just say from my perspective, because Rich just said his, so let me say mine. So for me, right, I need some time in the talking stage. Like, I need some time, you feel me? Because we get along great that first day. Whenever y'all met or like started the interaction, y'all might have been good. Everything might have been so beautiful that first day. That's not to say every day after that is going to be like that. You feel me? Y'all got to come to the reality of life. You feel me? Everything isn't perfect every single day, but you got to know what your partner is going to, like, how your partner is going to respond, or how your partner is just going to, live out life when things aren't good. You feel me? So you have to be able to watch that. And it's going to take longer than you said, like a month to see that shit. You feel me? I also got to know, like, yo, what do you like around my family? What do you like around my friends? That shit's not going to happen within a month. You think I'm going to introduce a shorty to my family within the first couple of months?
I'll say that.
That's slow. You feel me?
Trust.
It's
going to take more than 1 month.
You feel it's going to take mad long. You feel me? Like me, I'm probably in the same ballpark. I probably need like a good 3 to 4. And that's still early to me. You feel me? I need like at least a good 3 to 4 just for me to make, just for me to consider it.
Like, yo, I might have to cuff this girl.
Yeah. And when you get to points like this, I think it's like really important that if you need that time, take that time, because you want to be sure of everything that you're getting yourself into. You feel me? What goals do you have? Do your goals align? Do you have time sensitive goals? It's like, I remember saying like, yo, because when you get to a certain point in your life, like when you reach a certain age, you also have to start thinking about different shit as you get older. You feel me? So now we're at the time in our lives where like, oh, if you were to get into a relationship and it gets serious, y'all are probably gonna move in together. That's where we're at in our lives, like at this age. You feel me? And if I was to do that with just 1 to 2 months of like dating somebody, and we were to like move in, bro, I would regret the shit out of that. It doesn't matter who it is. I would regret the living shit out of that, because I remember saying like, yo, a big reason why I take time in my relationships is because I want time to establish myself before taking on somebody else. And not saying you're taking somebody on as like a burden or like a responsibility or blah blah blah. It's just like, when you get into a relationship, y'all depend on each other. Y'all are committed to one another. So when your partner needs something, they want to be able to depend on you to provide whatever they might need in that situation. And if you are not established yourself, and if you can't provide for yourself, then you're not going to be able to provide for your partner. You feel me? So that's another reason why I need time, because I'm like, yo, I need to do all this, but while I do that, let me peep what you're going to do in this time as well. You feel me? All that shit's important to me. All that's important to me. So yeah, I feel like I can add so much more to that, but I don't have it all right in the top of my head. There's a lot of reasons why people need time before committing themselves seriously. And like, yeah,
if you are those people that jump into a relationship after 2 weeks, 3 weeks of talking to someone,
that shit probably ended quick.
I'm not even gonna say that. Good for you. It's just good for you.
That shit probably
ended
quick.
Because if you're able to do something like that, you're better than me. Because I could never, and I just hope your relationships work out. I mean, I hope they do.
I hope they do as well. You feel me? I hope everybody who is in a loving and stable relationship goes by smoothly in their lives. You feel me? But in my opinion, all the couples that marry young end up divorcing at some point. You feel me? And when I get to a point where I'm ready to settle down, propose, marry a shorty, I'm not trying to go through divorce. You feel me? I'm not trying to go through that whole process. That shit's messy, bro. Especially if kids are involved. That whole shit's messy, fam. Like my situation, like my mom and my pops, like, yo, they didn't even get married, bro. Like they didn't even get married. I just so happened to turn up one night. If you want me to keep it a bug, I just so happened to turn up one night, and you know what? After that, 25 years later, hey, they had to deal with it, bro. They had to deal with it. But yo, if I was in that situation, you know, times are different now. But if I was in that situation and I wasn't really committed to this person how I would want to be, and then all of the shit happens just because I didn't wait, I would be really resentful, and I would never want to feel that way. So that's why it's very important to wait. Take your time. If it takes 3 years, if it takes 4 years, then hey, wouldn't you be happy that you waited all that time rather than making a wrong decision that you are stuck with for a good majority of your life? You feel me? In my opinion, I feel like that time's worth it. So
yeah, I could understand why people wouldn't think that time's worth it if it doesn't work out. Like, damn, I just wasted all this time with this person just for it not to work out.
Yeah, but you probably gained something out of it.
No, I hope you
like
did.
There's no such thing as like time wasted. You feel me? I don't think so, because
in my opinion, there is, only if you're genuinely not doing anything with that time. Like, if you guys ain't develop a relationship, if you ain't do anything, like, get to know this person, like, I know what you mean. You learned something. Yeah, exactly. You gained something from the relationship. You felt something from the relationship. You gained happiness, energy, something from this person. You learned, so you gained something from it. But like, there are some relationships where like all this shit was just take from me, take the energy, take the soul out of me.
Nah, that's how I felt. Fucking that's how I feel about my last relationship. I
didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that.
Nah, it's cool. Like, that's how I felt about like my last relationship. I felt like that was a good fucking. I didn't even let that shit go as long as it needed to be. But when it did happen, I felt like that was a good waste of like my time and efforts. But did I still learn something from it? Hell yeah, I learned something from it. That I learned shit
Never
from
do
there.
that again.
I learned a lot of what not to do again, bro. Because no bullshit. I'm not going to talk about it because I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I learned a lot of things from that specific one that I will never do again. You feel me? And that's why you got to be grateful that you had those experiences, because now you learned from it. Now I know what not to do in my current relationship and anything in the future. You feel me? So that's why I don't see it as any time wasted. Thankfully I was able to experience that early. You feel me? I was able to experience that, and I didn't get stuck in it. And you know, you saw me through those times.
Nah, I was gonna say, yeah. I learned what not to do through you. So shout out to you, bro.
That's crazy.
Shout out to you, bro. No
Same.
Bullshit.
Likewise.
Yo, real quick,
what not to do from Rich.
Yo, real quick. I wanted your opinion on this, and then we can get into music. Lil Nas X in those shoes. Yes. What is your opinion?
Okay.
For all y'all don't know, he did a collab with this company. They're making Nike Air Max 95s. And 97s, and it's like the Satan. It's like Satan shoes or something. They're called.
Yeah,
there's only 666 pairs made, which is the devil's number. As
not the devil's number. But
666.
Yeah, it's not the devil's number.
This is why I wasn't here for the religious show.
It's okay.
That's why I was here for the religious show. But yeah, and then it has one drop of blood in the sole,
which I don't think is real.
I don't either, because I don't know how the fuck they would do that.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, the controversy. I'm not overly religious. I understand why people are going crazy over it. Diehard Christians and shit. I don't care, simply because it doesn't affect me in any type of way or capacity at all. So do your thing, Lil Nas X. Don't care. But what about you?
Yeah, I want to say a couple of things before I talk about the shoes specifically, right? So let me just be the one. Yeah, let me preface it with all this. So Lil Nas X made his return. You feel me? He made his return with his latest single called Monterio, Call Me By Your Name. And in my opinion, it was a dope song. Fire song, nice beat, nice vocals, all that shit. The video is what drew attention from a lot of people, because in that video, there's like somebody portraying the devil, and Lil Nas X is like dancing provocatively on the devil, and just things of that nature. And a lot of people weren't fucking with it, because he's this kid who came out with this giant anthem that all the kids loved even though he's over 21. Like he made an anthem that was a big hit with the kids, and now he came back with this, and people are going crazy over it. And the shoes just add on to it as well. I said this on Twitter, but I can also say this now. You got to think about, right? And, you know, if I say something out of pocket, just go ahead and correct me, right? For the listeners out there. But when has Christianity ever been accepting of gays? Ever. You feel me? So with that being said, right, why I don't understand all of this talk and all of this commotion from a community who would have never accepted Lil Nas X anyway. You feel me? Imagine coming up your entire life being told your lifestyle, your identity is a sin and you're going to hell for it. Imagine. Like, this is real talk right now.
He's basically embracing it.
No, not even that, because I'm not going to say he's embracing it, but like, what do you tell a kid who maybe, I'm just speculating, but his entire life has been told he's going to hell because of who he is as a person and who he wants to love? You're going to hell for that, and it's a sin. So now he comes out with this all these years later, and I'm just like, yo, good for you, bro. Because I'm not going to say that Lil Nas X actually worships Satan. I don't think that at all. I think he's just mimicking everything. He's mocking it. He's trolling.
I think he's trolling.
Bro, if no one knows Lil Nas X, if you don't follow him on social media, he is probably one of the very few celebrities that does social media well.
No, he's a genius when it comes to marketing.
When it comes
he
to
markets
all that
his
shit?
Yeah, he knows how to take advantage of social media and build upon his brand by using social media.
He does
he knows
social
what he's
media
doing
very well. You feel me? He is probably the best troll I've seen in my lifetime.
When he trolls
on social
6ix9ine,
just in general, with anybody, bro, with anybody. And you got to think about it. He's from our generation. You feel me? He's our age. So like all the shit that like we say on the internet, he's from that as well. So that's why he can back up his shit. But I'm just saying, oh, that's crazy. But I'm just saying, like, you gotta understand that everyone pressed about this, like, don't really give a fuck about Lil Nas X at the end of the day. Y'all are just pressed because he's a important figure. If he was a regular person doing the same exact shit, nobody would give a fuck about it. Nobody at all. They only care because he has an influence. And that's my thing with that's just my thing when it comes to the world today. When a black person gets to a certain level of fame, they are just criticized and analyzed and put under a microscope for everything that they do. You feel me? Billie Eilish, right? Love Billie Eilish. Shout out to Billie Eilish. Amazing artist. She had that shit all over her album.
The Devil?
All over her album, bro.
Really? I don't listen to it, so really?
Just shit like that, or like demonic references, videos.
Oh, shit.
She had like devil horns and videos, wings coming out of her, like similar shit. And we all love her for that shit. You feel me? Everybody else who you love for their satanic, like, who's that nigga that fucking Uzi loves? Marilyn Manson, the Osbournes, just people in general who are part of this shit nobody gives a fuck about. But when you get this little black boy who just so happens to be gay, you have one society negative matched with another society negative, and you put that together, and I'm just like, oh my God, people view this person as important. Let's do everything in our power to tear this down, because this shouldn't be praised, or this shouldn't be approved by society's standards. You feel me? He's a black gay kid running shit in his realm right now and opening doors for a lot of other people who have probably been silenced for a good majority of their lives, haven't been able to express themselves the way that Nas is expressing himself. So he's opening doors for people. And regardless if he wasn't doing it or if he was doing it, none of it has anything to do with any of us. You feel me? That's what I don't understand. I'm seeing a lot of people come up this religion like, oh, he's demonic, blah, 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 he's this, that, and that. I'm just like, yo, bro, your community never gave a fuck about Nas to begin with. Y'all are only throwing shade and throwing hate because he's a notable figure. And that's the type of shit that pisses me off. You feel me? They can't just let people be great. Do I think he actually worships Satan? No. This is all just a marketing tool. How do you get people to talk about your next big single? How do you get people to go listen to your music? How do you get people to only want to talk about this? you do this and it's working. And I've seen Nas go on Twitter slapping everybody left and right who thinks they can comment. He's been killing it. And I give him all the praise for doing that, because hey, a lot of these people out here, a lot of these people are sensitive as fuck, and they wouldn't be able to deal with half of the shit that he's probably dealing with right now. So I gotta shout him out for that. But just with all these people, like, yo, just shut the fuck up. None of this has anything to do with you, bro. Nothing at all. That's all I gotta say on it.
That's honestly my thing. Like, that's why I said I don't care, because it doesn't affect me. I don't, like, if you don't want to see this shit, then don't look at Lil Nas X. Don't follow him. Don't listen to his music. Don't do anything. And then it's not gonna affect you.
Yeah.
And my thing is, like you said, Christians, you guys never. I'm a Christian myself, but I don't find myself like overly religious, and I don't push my religion on other people. Like, if you want to do something, do your own thing. But my thing is, like you said, you guys never approved of him anyway. He was never going to hell in your opinion, or never going to heaven in your opinion anyway. So him doing what you guys are saying he's destined for, I don't understand how you could be upset at him for just confirming what you've been saying. Feel me? Mm-hmm. That's like you calling me, or you call me a dumbass, and then one day I'm just like, you know what, I am a dumbass, and I start acting like a dumbass. I'm just proving you right. Feel me? Mm-hmm. Just proving I'm right. So I'm gonna just say this: Lil Nas X is probably doing this as a result of people saying this over his entire life, and is probably just trolling for sales, for money. Because Nike is low key like about to sue over this because they didn't approve of this collaboration.
Yeah, it's like it was like another brand who just made some custom.
I genuinely thought it was Nike at first. I was like, yo, Nike's different, but hey, do your thing. So I applaud Lil Nas X for doing his own thing, not giving a fuck what people say, just because of who he is. This is how he's been since he ever got out. You know what I mean? Been trolling people, doing whatever the fuck he wants, marketing. So he low key got his thing. I'm not gonna hate on him. I know this is short lived anyway. This is gonna be over by the end of the week, simply because people like to follow the trends, and something else is gonna pop off before this ends. So
facts.
I'm not too worried about this. It'll be over soon. And
I definitely know it's gonna be shit that'll come up by the time that his album comes out. But you know what? I'm gonna be right here to talk about that shit by the time the album drops, because I think the kid can actually make good music. You feel me? His rollouts are interesting when you think about his rollouts, because when you think about it, the type of artist that Lil Nas X is, he isn't an artist that's like dropping music like crazy. You feel me?
Nah, he drops like a couple singles.
He drops like a couple singles every now and then. I wouldn't even count 7 as his debut album. I think he's working on his debut album right now. But when he does drop something, eyes are always on it. So like Rich said, he's great at marketing. He knows how to get his stuff to the people, and he knows how to get people to talk about his work. So you got to give it up to him. Everybody else that, that's bitching, talking shit about it, y'all are doing everything that he wants. He wants the publicity. So y'all are just feeding into it at the end of the day. So yeah, everybody can shut up on my timeline about this shit, because it's stupid. You feel me? Everyone's more worried about what celebrities are doing rather than what's going on in their own lives.
Facts.
Like, y'all are ridiculous. You feel me? I don't not talk too much about new music, but we can say what came out. Rod Wave dropped an album, Soulfly.
Depressing.
You think it's depressing?
It's great. It's a great depressing album. It's like, yeah, it's a great depressing album. He did his thing. It's like you said earlier. It's comparable to So Far Gone when Drake dropped his depressing album before Take Care. But I will definitely say this is Rod Wave's best shit and most sad shit. And I appreciate it.
He's from the trenches. You feel me? He's from the trenches.
I don't know how he can be from the trenches, bro. Can't fit in a trench.
That's fucked up. Now I won't let you do that. But you know what? I don't got time to kill you right now, so it's cool. But Young Dolph and Key Glock dropped an album as well. They dropped Dumb and Dumber 2, and Young Dolph actually went ahead and announced that this is his last album.
Anyways.
So I guess he's retiring. Young Dolph did drop, a good amount of projects before actually retiring, and I believe him. If this is his last project, I believe him, bro. He was independent, dropped a shitload of projects, probably made a good amount of coin off of it, and now he's gonna retire, go chill with his family. He got other artists on his label that could do the work for him. I would get if he was to retire right now. You feel me? So that's another tape that
The
dropped.
first one went harder though. Dumb and Dumber 1, that was better than Dumb and Dumber 2, but this one still slaps.
And then an artist from out here dropped something. It's not new.
24?
It came out like a couple months ago. No. I didn't put it in the notes.
No.
But artist that goes by the name of Mosa. He's from out here. I don't know what area specifically, but I know that he's up here and he's residing in Houston now. He signed under Jay Prince's label, Rap-A-Lot Records, and he dropped a project a while back called Heartbreak University. It took me a while to get into the project, but I actually took some time to get into the project this week, and it got some joints on that, so go check it out. You feel me? When I get opportunities to put some shine on Massachusetts artists, I'll do it anytime. You feel me? So go ahead and shout that out. And I'll also go ahead and shout out Millie's, because he got something coming out with G Herbo pretty soon. He's coming out with Blanco 4, which is a pretty quick turnout right after Blanco 3. But he's already working on Blanco 4, so that's dope. And I'm looking to hear that when that drops too. You feel me? And yeah, some other music drop, but not anything major. Moneybagg Yo's coming out with an album pretty soon. Moneybagg Yo's been on the come up when it comes to Southern hip hop. So yeah, like be on the lookout for that.
One of the most slept on artists in the fucking country right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know how.
He do some dumb shit though.
Bro,
he do some dumb ass shit.
very much. Right. I expect that.
Let's get into our reality checks.
So people, right? I told y'all I've been having success at work. I've been having a good day, a good week, really. My reality check stems off that. So if you're gonna do something right, put your heart into that shit. Don't do something half-assed, right? Where our time is valuable. Why are you going to waste your time doing something you don't give a fuck about? Doing something you're going to half-ass? Do something that's not gonna be productive for you. If you're gonna end up doing something, make sure you do it so you get something out of it. Make sure when you're doing it, you're putting your all into it, because that's how you are going to get the fruits of your labor. Whether it's work, whether it's working out, whether it's having a conversation. Don't half-ass anything you do, because you're doing yourself a disservice. We are all trying to level up and get to that next stage in life. The only way we can do that is getting out of our comfort zones and getting uncomfortable and just stepping out of our comfort zones and just doing what is necessary. So once again, don't be lazy. Don't settle. Don't do yourself a disservice. Make sure when you're doing something, you're giving it your all, because that's the only way you'll be able to get something out of it and see the fruits of your labor in the process. It's my reality check.
And then for my reality check, let's see. I'll say for my reality check is to... Damn. I don't really know. All right, so for my reality check, I'll just say beware of your situations and your surroundings. You feel me? I feel like people get too comfortable where they're at, anywhere, whether that's in life, physical location, mental headspace, anywhere. I feel like people get too comfortable and they forget where they actually are. And that's still physical, mental headspace, just anything. People get too comfortable and they forget where they're actually at. So be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your situations, because life can really change in the blink of an eye. You feel me? By the snap of your fingers, anything could happen. So be aware of where you're at all times. You feel me? I don't want anybody to ever get taken advantage of. I don't want anybody to ever get played. I don't want anybody to just ever, have to take a L when it could have all been prevented. So be on the lookout, watch your back, be aware of your surroundings and your situations, and just do the best to take care of yourselves, people. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you could be out here taking care of everyone, but no one's going to be there to take care of you except for you. You feel me? You got to make sure you're your top priority. So that's my reality check. All right. That's pretty much the end of the episode. You feel me? We held it down without Amani.
See her next week.
You feel me?
Hopefully.
People that peep this episode, they peep when one of us aren't there. You feel me? They can feel the chemistry of one person just being gone. You feel me? When anytime that you're not here and it's just me and Amani, people feel it. When Amani's not here, we feel it. I'm always gonna be here, so niggas will never feel when my energy leaves. You feel me? But yeah, Amani, you were missed. Feel better, and we'll see you next time you pull up. Make sure you're following us on our socials at The Urban Product. Make sure you leave a review if your audio platform leaves a review, and if you're watching from YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to us. You feel me? We're halfway through the season. Season 6 has been amazing so far. Still got a bunch of things to announce and all that going forward, but all of y'all will see it in the future. You feel me? So yeah, it's been your boy DME.
It's been your boy Cozy Rich.
And you have been listening to The Urban Product. We will go ahead and catch y'all next week.
Love.
Peace.